So if you consistently watch my channel, there is a very high chance that you also consistently watch lifestyle content. And if so, there's probably also a really high chance that you know about the 2021 waking up at 5 a.m. for a week. This was a really big thing back in the day, and this is what got me into lifestyle content. So it has a very like dear place in my heart. That sounds so cringy, I'm so sorry. But yeah, and every now and then I randomly get like pulled back to my roots. That was cringy. But yeah, every now and then I randomly just get the urge to do this trend again. I don't know, it's really fun. And then I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I'm not like struggling to stay awake. I'm like struggling to get my eyes open. It's currently at 5:04. I was literally having such not a good dream, just a really interesting dream. Okay, but I think today I'm going to have a bit of a slower morning. Bro, the baby hairs go crazy. It's because I have work today, so I don't want to like do a bunch of productive stuff first thing in the morning. By the time I get to work, I'm already exhausted, which kind of happens most days regardless. It's actually already 5:21. This is the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about, how quickly like time goes by, and I'm scared like on mornings like today that I'm going to end up being late, and that is freaking me out just a little bit. So okay, but I'm gonna lie in bed for a bit, just chill. Like, dude, it's so stupid as well. Oh my gosh. Also, I took off my fairy lights because I'm like deciding how I feel about it. I don't know, we shall see. Okay, so this is today's outfit. It is very hard to film when my mirror is like right in front of my bed. So okay, but yeah, just like the work uniform. I'm also gonna be taking this jacket because I think today is actually gonna be pretty warm, but since it's fall, it's like still pretty chilly in the morning. So I just put this on the way to work. It's just like my dad's jacket, but we love her, she's comfy. Oh, and then I just need to pack my bag. I think today I'm just going to take this like full tote bag. Oh, and then basically I kind of started this thing at work with two of the girls that I work with, Donnell and Angelique, and every new week I take a pom pal to work, and then it just kind of sits there and chills there. I have started to put my pom pals in my originally book cart, but there is no longer books in here. So yeah, I have like a bottom row for just my regular plushies and then a whole top row for my pom pals. Last week was Connor, my little avocado, and this week, yeah, I think it's Bay Timothy. I was gonna say it's Dave the banana, but I'm pretty sure it was him. Okay, but yeah, I just need to finish packing my bag. Okay, so it is currently at 5:21, but today I do not have work, so it is my last like off day until Friday, so basically the weekend. So today I think I'm just gonna chill, but yeah, I'm just still gonna lie in bed for a bit because it's really cold. I'm not gonna talk about the hair, but I think right now I want to do a little bit of book journaling. Recently I've been getting back into book journaling and junk journaling. Unfortunately don't have anything to junk journal. I really want to, but I literally don't have anything. So yeah, I'm gonna do some book journaling. Okay, so it is like an hour or two later. It is currently 7:27. Basically, I did a little bit of work, like editing and stuff. Then I watched some YouTube, and I wouldn't say I fell asleep. I just kind of like rested my eyes. Like, you know when you kind of like, you're there but you're not really. I was doing that for a little bit. So yeah, I got up, made my bed, and I think I quickly want to go make breakfast because I'm pretty hungry. I'm feeling like pancakes or flapjacks, and then I'm going to cozy up on the couch for today and just have a chill rest day. Okay, hey vlog. So it is currently at 9:08. It's so weird because it feels like I've had such a slow and unproductive morning, but not necessarily in a bad way. And then I look at the time and it's 9 AM. That's kind of the nice thing about waking up early. But yeah, I finished having breakfast. I like kind of got ready. I just got dressed and then I'm in the TV room with the doggies. Guys, you haven't seen Max in a while. Say hi. Okay, but yeah, I'm just going to sit here. I'm watching a bit of like booktube and just YouTube in general. Oh, and then I'm also playing some Roblox. And yeah, I'm feeling really, really good. I'm gonna stop yapping and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for day 3. Good morning. It is 5:29. I did wake up at 5 AM. I just laid in bed for a decent amount of time. I'm not extremely tired or anything. I just don't feel like being awake. And also, I only have to leave work at like 8:30. So the fact that I have to wake up at 5 AM really pains me. But I don't know what happened, but I literally lost my like headband. I don't know how you lose something. I kind of tried to do like the Ellie Williams bun, but then it turned into a pony, and this side looks terrible and then this side looks... I'm not going to talk about it yet. I'm just going to put on some perfume. I broke the bank the other day. I bought new perfume because I originally had, I think, Ari by Ariana Grande, and it lasted me like 2 years and there's still a little bit left. I bought this month and it hurt, it really hurt. This is the Vanilla Mood, I think. And then the jacket. And let's see that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to work. It is currently 5:20. Today so far has been the hardest day to get up. Not because I'm not awake, I feel very awake, but it's so windy and it's so cold. I really just want to get back in bed. Oh, my hair. I'm back in my bed. It's so windy and it's so cold. But yeah. I have my iced coffee. Okay, but I think I'm actually going to turn on the aircon. If you don't know, basically I had this horrible little like portable aircon and it was so loud and it did not work. Now that it's actually cold, we finally got it installed. But yeah, this one's heater is also really nice, so I think I'm gonna put that on and I'm gonna stay in bed for a bit because I'm so cold. I decided to like do my pillows differently today. I don't know why I decided to tell you that, but there you go. Oh, hair is looking interesting. I'm going to start doing my makeup. I'm just sitting over here because, I don't know, I just want a bit of a change of scenery for you guys. But I'm still trying to like figure out the angles and stuff I like since I'm in my room. I look like an egg, okay. I promise the room transformation is coming. It's just taking a little while because it's a whole thing. Also, I recently started to try and wear more eyeliner again. Or does this even count as eyeliner? But yeah, just kind of in general, I've been trying to express myself better. I know how cringy that sounds, but there was just like always a certain aesthetic that I really liked, and I never really did because not really in the fear of other people's judgment, just like stupid imaginary rules that I had set for myself in my head of how I need to present on social media aesthetic wise, and like how it's going to look weird in thumbnails if my room is like pink and girly and my aesthetic is more to the like darker fall side. And I know there is a chance there's going to be a 50-year-old man in the comments who doesn't have a life who's gonna be like, oh, this is such a good teenage girl problem, get over yourself. And I know it's stupid, but it's something I'm really working on this year, is to get over that. Wear the things that I want to wear, experiment with my looks, and if I look back in a year or two and think, dang, I look terrible, or dang, that was cringy, it's fine. I don't want to get to like 25, which I know is still really young, and finally experiment with my fashion and just my self-expression and then be like, oh, I should have just done this 5 years ago or 10 years ago, because now that I'm actually doing it, that's what I'm already thinking. So yeah, I'm just doing whatever I want, whether that means I want to go for more downtown girly grungy aesthetic, or I wake up and I want to be a basic white girl. I do whatever I want. Okay, but I'm going to finish doing my makeup, otherwise I'm going to just keep yapping and I have a chance of being late. So I barely filmed, I'm sorry about that, but I'm on my way home and we're gonna have lunch. Okay, well, this is awkward. As you can tell, I did not wake up at 5 AM. I don't know, I had kind of like a rough night. I just had like the most random panic attack, so I was just not feeling it this morning, but I've been having fun bringing you guys along my mornings, so I'm still just going to vlog a bit this morning. I'm gonna have a bit of a more chill, relaxed morning. Okay, I'm all ready for the day. Dude, I hate the lighting in my room during winter. It's so like white and cold, whereas this is my sister's room. Like, it's so warm and nice, and then you just have my room. Anyway, but I'm ready for the day. Basically, my mom and I are both gonna go to one of the local animal shelters because I really badly want a cat, but we can't get one. So I just want to go to an animal shelter to get like a bit of a cat dosage, if you will. So yeah, and then I also just want to take them a book because a while ago I bought Malibu Rising, which is a book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I bought it from like a local animal shelter for really cheap. And then recently I went and I got 2 books actually. I got The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, which is a Twilight novella, and then I also got another copy of Malibu Rising because again, it was really cheap. This is also a nicer copy, I would say. Like, this one has more details, but this one is like bigger, it's floppier, so I support this one, and it was also really cheap. I'm supporting charity, why not? So now I have an extra copy, so I want to like donate this to them that they can sell it again, because I do want to start like selling stuff online, like on Yaga, which you can go follow my Yaga, it's in the description. But I just feel bad about this one specifically because it's like I got it from charity for really cheap, and even secondhand a lot cheaper than what it's worth. I just feel wrong selling this, so I'm gonna take this to them as well, and then we're gonna go play with some cats, maybe do something else. I have no idea. We're having a bit of construction done and it's really annoying to be home. So
hello. Oh, sir. What is it? Hi, guys. You are coming home with me.
Hey vlog! So we are back home. It was so fun. We went to the kittens. I ended up spending so much time at the kittens. I didn't get to the cats. Yeah, I really want a cat. But anyway, and then we went for ice cream and now we are back home. And obviously I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. today, but that completes my waking up at 5 a.m. for a week. And now I will give you guys my thoughts. So I think I've already mentioned this, but I've done this twice as videos on my channel, and then I am pretty sure I did it a couple of times before that for videos as well, but I think they're deleted. And all of those times, like, it was fun, the vibes were good, I guess, but this is the first time that it was genuinely, it was as eye-opening and such an experience the way people always describe it in the videos. Like, I genuinely noticed such a big change in my life personally. So I'm gonna give the good and the bads. Okay, first of all, my mood during the day was a lot better. Usually when I wake up at whatever time I usually wake up and I have to go to work, I get to work, I'm motivated, I don't want to be there, and I'm also getting really tired, so I'm yawning. Whereas this week, the whole time, I really enjoyed being at work again for the first time in a while. I enjoyed working, I enjoyed getting ready to go to work, and I enjoyed feeling productive again. And then I would have a pretty good mood for most of the rest of the day. A lot of the nights I did end up feeling a bit anxious, but I don't think that's related to waking up at 5 a.m. I think that's just personal stuff. It was also really good because I had obviously a set going to bed and a set waking up time. I would go to bed at around like 9 or 10 p.m. So I was going to sleep and waking up at very consistent times, which everyone always says is good for you, and I know it probably is, but this is the first time where I've done it and I could tell it was making a difference. I just overall felt a lot more productive and content. I didn't find myself getting bored as often through the day, which I don't know how that works. I'm gonna be real. I'm not trying to sell you the idea of, to be happy, you need to wake up at 5 a.m. I personally just had a really good experience with it. I was in such a good mood. I would honestly continue to do this and try to do this every single day because of how good it made me feel. Just how I felt like I had more time, even though it was only like an hour or two waking up earlier than I usually do. Okay, and then for the cons, some of these are again just the basic cons and then a bit more personal, like my experience. So the first one is how early I had to go to bed. If I did not have my melatonin, that would not be possible. But the only issue for me is I am a night owl. I love the mornings. This was so much fun and I love like the vibes, but I by heart I'm just a night owl. I like the feeling of knowing the day is over, I can rest, I can do whatever I want. Whereas in the morning I personally felt more like I have a bit of calm before the chaos starts, which was also great, but I just prefer to have my nighttime and my time to do whatever, you know. Whereas waking up at 5 a.m. my nights felt a bit more rushed for me personally. And then another one, this is a bit more, I wouldn't say niche, because I am in a relationship and Chris and I do not see each other every single day. Sometimes we don't even see each other at all during the week, which might not seem that bad, but recently he's been really busy because obviously it's his last year in school. I've been really busy with this video and work, so we have not actually spoken that much this week, which yeah, he has been busy, but that has definitely also come from my side because we will usually call at like 8 p.m. and then stay up until like 10 just talking, telling each other about our days, but then also just like kind of being silent on call and doing our own thing, kind of like spending time together. Whereas with this video where I was going to bed at like 9 or 10, unfortunately that aspect really just didn't work, specifically because because might have to go long distance next year when he goes to uni. It's just not something I want to sacrifice right now, like my time with him. But yeah, if it wasn't for that, and I would possibly absolutely keep doing this. And I also just want to really express, if you've done this before and this doesn't work for you, that is fine. I've done this multiple times before and those times didn't work for me. And I'm not saying it's magically one day gonna work for you. I really don't want to promote the idea of you have to wake up at 5 a.m. to be happy. You need to have a productive morning to fully be content and happy. That is not at all the idea I am trying to sell. This is just my personal experience and what worked and why it worked really good for me in my life right now. And we can tell from my past videos why it didn't work for me back then. So if this doesn't work for you, it doesn't mean you are lazy. You don't have to have this crazy productive routine to be successful. Okay, but yeah, I really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys did too. Please let me know what other videos you guys would like to see in the future. I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Bye.